However, let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1 yard line.
First and goal from the 1 yard line. Costly penalty.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's see what you got. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here you go, Cam.
Slam.
61, Matchbox right.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mixon will try the right side. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. This is Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
44. 44. There you go. Hey, high 7.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, heavy? What you got, heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ingram again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All day, every day. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to Mixon on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the 45 on second down, Dalton flushed out right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. 20! That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Let's go, D.
Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Hill. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check, check. Lucky. Hatchet.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
At their 48-yard line. Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
A toss play to Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Switch it. Come on, switch
6-6. Pull it high.
Let's go.
Now it's the backup Finley. And able to find Green. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 36 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 2-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's